Fam, let's open up this mystery fidget box right here. You tell me down below which one's your favorite right there. Like chalk in your mouth, but the taste is definitely Ron Fam. You guys asking, as I always say, anything for the Ron Fam over here. Hey Ivan, we're so excited for you to try our delicious freeze-dried treats. We added a couple extras for you to try. We also created a discount code for you to share with your followers for 10% off their order. Stay sweet, your friend, Mallet Zeus. Oh, so sweet right there. Let's see what else is inside of this box right here. We got some freeze-dried hot chews, some yummy delicious airheads right here. Oh my god, but these Jolly Ranchers right here. And last but not least, some freeze-dried Starbursts. Like for part 2 if you want to see that I'm just joking, Ron Fam. Let's dig in. ASMR. It feels like popcorn with a Jolly Rancher flavor, definitely. Salty green juice. Ron Fam, I paid $27 for what's in this thing right here. They even gave me a free fidget pin right there. But what in tarnation is inside of this box right here? Ron Fam, would you pay $27 for this thing right here? We've already had these flavors before, so we're gonna open this thing up right here and try these new flavors right here. It tastes like a slight hint of tangerine. I'm gonna get that one 8 out of 10. I can't really tell what kind of fruit this is, but it's definitely a 9 out of 10. Now this one right here, ooh, tastes like an orange yuzu. Oh me, oh my. This one right here definitely deserves that 10 out of 10. Ron Fam, I paid $18 for this thing right here. Who remember these things right here? Now, Ron Fam, the question is, would you pay $18 for this thing right here? Ron Fam, I paid $15 for what's in this white box right here. would you pay $15 for this thing right here? Ron fam, I paid $80 for what's in this box right here. What do you think is inside of this box right here? Now I know what you're thinking, Ron fam. The Ramen King about to go to jail over here. But don't you worry, Ron fam. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to get this thing right here. Now you're probably wondering what the heck is this thing in my hand right here. But hold on real quick. So satisfying. Ron fam, what you see in front of you is the Sidekick 2, which was released all the way back in 2004. It has a 0.3 megapixel camera and only 16 megabytes of non-expandable storage. So why did I spend $80 on this thing right here? Apparently in 2004, this phone was the it phone that everybody just had to have it. But the question is, Ron fam, would you pay $80 for this thing right here? Would you pay $16 for this thing right here? ASMR. A little bit of peach, a little bit of ring. I guess you can say it tastes like a peach ring, but definitely Liquid Death, not sponsored. I definitely give this 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give that one 5 out of 5. This one didn't have a crunch. The flavor is a little dull, so I'm gonna give this one 2 out of 2. ASMR. I don't typically do part 2s, but since you guys act so nicely, it kind of tastes like what you would expect. It has a very earthy taste, which makes sense because this is matcha. This one's really good. It's not dull. It has a little bit of sweetness to it with a little hint of lavender. Not as crunchy, but very flavorful, definitely. Ron fam, I paid $70 for what's in this box right here.
You look cute when you eat those fries. Now go ahead, get a taste of that Big Mac. It's really good. Come on in. The water's just fine. Oh, come on, I won't bite. At least not that hard.
Oh, fam, I paid $5 for this Waterworks fidget toy right here. See, I bought this because it's a sensory toy and it's good for stress and anxiety relief. Let's see if it does what it says it does over here. Let me know down below which is your favorite part. Is it the middle part right here, the sides right there, or the little bubbles down here at the bottom right there? So exciting, but the question is, Ron fam, would you pay $5 for this goddamn thing right here? Look at this beautiful concoction right here. I'm so excited, but let's dig in. Let's start with some of this ramen bok choy and some of that chicken sauce right there. Try one of these juicy pieces of chicken right there. The juice rice and chicken. Finish it off with one of these soft-boiled eggs. That thing right there is busted. Sorry. Ron fam, let me introduce you to my new microphone, Logitech Blue Sona. It's gonna be replacing my Yeti Blue here with the stickers and all the beautifulness of the thing right here, because this one unfortunately is broken. This little bit right here don't work no more. But let's go ahead and add some stickers to this new microphone right here so we can make it look nice and pretty. Ron fam, I paid $16 for what's in this thing right here. That is right, Ron fam. I bought myself a little mini toilet over here, but let me show you all the cool things this thing can do right here. Up first, you have your mini toilet bowl. Sometimes you just don't have to take a big one. On the bottom right here, you have your soda pop opener, because sometimes when you're using the bathroom, you just want to take a swig. And last but not least, Ron fam, at the end of the day, this is really cool, but it's not a toy. But would you pay $16 for this thing right here? Ron fam, I paid $16 for this thing right here. This is a Be-Bye stress relief toy where there's 4 ways to play. You can pull some blackheads. It's just cute, Q-bomb, and it's definitely a keychain at the same time right there. What in the Flintstones is this thing right here? Let's pull out some of these blackhead hairs right here. So Ron fam, if you like pulling out hairs in people's faces, this is a thing for you. But the question is, would you pay $16 for this thing right here? Ron fam, I paid $15 for what's in this envelope right here. Ron fam, what you see in front of you are anxiety sensory stickers. Use these stickers and attach them to anything you want. We're gonna stick it to the back of my phone right here. Now you can use these stickers when you need to feel calm and or focused. Let's put it on the back of my phone right here. Let me tell you what it Sticky, bumpy, and satisfying. But the question is, would you pay $15 for this Stingray? Mom, fam, I paid $15 for what's in this Stingray. What do you think is inside this Stingray? Super satisfying, but the question is, would you pay $15 for this Stingray? Mom, fam, I paid $23 for what's in this box ready. What do you think is inside of this box ready? Hold up, wait, say what now? Did I pay $23 for a bike chain? Now, Ron fam, before you judge me, listen to this goddamn thing right here. Doesn't that just sound beautiful, Ron fam? But the question is, would you pay $23 for this thing right here? Would you pay $12 for this Stingray? Mom, fam, I paid $15 for what's in this Stingray. What do you think is inside this Stingray? Super satisfying, but the question is, would you pay $15 for this Stingray? Ron fam, you guys remember Samuel the Slug over here? Ooh, so satisfying, Ron fam, but he was getting a little lonely being by himself, so I got him a friend right here. Ron fam, bring your hands together and welcome Larry the Lobster to the collection over here. But the question is, Ron fam, does it sound just as good as Samuel right there? Yeah, I don't really think I'm a big fan of the way it sounds, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. Which one of these things right here do you think sound better? Samuel or Larry the Lobster? Let me know down in the comment section below, Ron fam. Ron fam, I paid $23 for what's in this box right here. What do you think is inside of this box right here? Hold up, wait, say what now? Did I pay $23 for a bike chain? Now, Ron fam, before you judge me, listen to this goddamn thing right here. Doesn't that just sound beautiful, Ron fam? But the question is, would you pay $23 for this Stingray? Would you pay $8 for this thing right here? Ron fam, what do you think is in this package right here? Now, Ron fam, the question is, which one of these do you like better? Do you like the Office theme song right here or Coco? Ron fam, I paid $45 for what's in this black box right here. I know what you're thinking, Ron fam. What exactly is inside of this black box right here? Look at this beautiful PlayStation themed fidget toy right here. But I know what you're thinking, Ron fam. Is this thing worth $45 over here? So satisfying, Ron fam, but the question is, would you pay $45 for this Stingray? would you pay $12 for this thing right here? Ron fam, you guys remember Samuel the Slug over here? Ooh, so satisfying, Ron fam, but he was getting a little lonely being by himself, so I got him a friend right here. Ron fam, bring your hands together and welcome Larry the Lobster to the collection over here. But the question is, Ron fam, does it sound just as good as Samuel right there? I don't really think I'm a big fan of the way it sounds, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. Which one of these things right here do you think sound better? Samuel or Larry the Lobster? Let me know down in the comment section below, Ron fam. Ron fam, what do you think is in this package right here? Now, Ron fam, the question is, which one of these do you like better? Do you like the Office theme song right here or Coco? Would you pay $8 for this thing right here? Ron fam, I paid $45 for what's in this black box right here. I know what you're thinking, Ron fam. What exactly is inside of this black box right here? Look at this beautiful PlayStation themed fidget toy right here. But I know what you're thinking, Ron fam. Is this thing worth $45 over here? So satisfying, Ron fam, but the question is, would you pay $45 for this thing right here? We've already had these flavors before, so we're gonna open this thing up right here and try these new flavors right here. It tastes like a slight hint of tangerine. I'm gonna get that one 8 out of 10. I can't really tell what kind of fruit this is, but it's definitely a 9 out of 10. Now this one right here, ooh, tastes like an orange yuzu. Oh me, oh my. This one right here definitely deserves that 10 out of 10. I definitely give this 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give that one 5 out of 5. This one didn't have a crunch. The flavor is a little dull, so I'm gonna give this one 2 out of 2. I don't typically do part 2s, but since you guys act so nicely, it kind of tastes like what you would expect. It has a very earthy taste, which makes sense because this is matcha. This one's really good. It's not dull. It has a little bit of sweetness to it with a little hint of lavender. Not as crunchy, but very flavorful, definitely. Ron fam, buckle up. Part 8 of how the Ramen King makes his cup noodles over here. Now would you look at this beautiful bowl of ramen right here? Let's start with one of these beautiful juicy dumplings right there. Let's try some of these chicken ramen noodles right there. Let's finish things off with one of these beautiful delicate soft-boiled eggs. This one right here was... Ramen fam, buckle up. Part 7 of how the Ramen King makes his cup noodles over here. Now would you look at this beautiful bowl of ramen right here? Don't you dare say there's too much eggs on that thing right there. Start with this soft-boiled egg right here. Soft-boiled egg. Soft-boiled egg. Oh! Definitely has a 9 million taste and feel. Thank you, Ron Fan, for 9 million. Filming this video live right here. All the people in the live right there. Thank you. Thank you so much for 9 million. You guys are the best.
Now remember, I left that way, so I'm going to come back in this way as well.
Perfect.
So now we're going to go home and see what we can make with this thing that I got right here.
Look at this beautiful bowl of ramen right here. Let's just jump right in and get a little bit of everything right there. This is basically stir fry in a cup of noodle form. Soft-boiled egg. I even had enough money to get me one of these beautiful... I know what you're thinking, Ramen Fan. Look at this beautiful masterpiece of a thing.
Our budget, as we mentioned before, is $15, so we're going to go straight to the food section.
I'm about to blow your mind, original cup noodle.
All right, so typically the first thing I would do is go to the ramen aisle, but since they already provided me with like a lifetime supply of their noodles, let's go ahead and get these $4 eggs right there. Do a curry salmon. That doesn't sound too bad to me. Doesn't sound too bad at all. Ew, why is that wet?
Are we good? Thought that was the juices from the thing right there.
Seasoned Asian medley to add into the stir fry thing right there.
I'm getting kind of scared about going over my goddamn budget right here. Somebody stealing something over here.
$13.77. I can get a dessert and add in these Reese's Pieces. $14.96. Okay, so as you can see, we did not go over our budget.
Would you look at this bowl of blue cheesy ramen right here? Got you 2 hands on this thing right here. I know what you're thinking, Ramen Fan, but what does it taste like? It's hot.
This actually is not bad.
Let's finish things off with one of these beautiful soft-boiled eggs. All in all, Ramen Fan, this blue concoction is buzzing.
Either red or blue. Which one do you guys think I should do?
You tell me you ain't gonna eat that if I plop that in front of your face right there? Let's begin.
parents out there who told their kids not to play with their goddamn food, would you look at this beautiful bowl of spaghetti right here? Let's start with the pasta right here. You can definitely taste the syrup in that chocolate sauce right there. Try these marshmallows. Try some of these toppings. Oh, now I'm talking right there. Oh, son of a nutcracker, this thing right here is best. So I'm just gonna dig in. Let's try one of these cute soft-boiled quail eggs right here. Korean spicy beef stir fry right here. Got a little kick to it. Dumplings. The juice. If you can't tell by my face right now, this meal right here is best.
Ron, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You don't believe me? Look, it is 4:16 on a Wednesday. And Ron, fam, your boy can't sleep and I'm hungry. And it's too early in the morning for me to like order some fruits from somewhere. So let's hop in the fridge and see what we can make with whatever I got in that goddamn thing right there. Man, we got some green onions that I got at the farmer's market this past Sunday. Mozzarella. Just take it. So spoiled. We have a few egg choices. I have a century. I have some regular duck eggs right here. Chicken eggs. But I think what I'm going to do is these quail eggs right here. Oh, I got some shaved beef. Oh, I tried Raising Cane's for the first time and I got some extra sauce. Some steamed chicken dumplings right here. And last but not least, we need some ramen. I know, Ron, family, running low. Well, let's use this right here with the rice and the noodles and see if we can make ourselves a good meal or not.
Ron fam, to tie this entire meal together, we're going to be using this cup noodle stir-fry rice with noodles. They're available nationwide and it's a great way to get your rice and your noodles all in one little small packet.
Now would you look at this beautiful bowl of stir-fry rice with noodles right here. Don't know where to start.
It's not bad.
It tastes like,
It definitely tastes healthy.
a hint of strawberry with a little bit of cherry. Let's start with some of these noodles right here. Let's try some of this juicy jumbo shrimp right here. I don't make no goddamn sense. Let's try one of these juice-filled dumplings right here. That's some good juice right there. Last but not least, one of these juicy-looking soft-boiled eggs. This meal right here was... Ron fam, would you look at this beautiful bowl of octopus ramen right here? Let's see what this thing tasting like over here. I think it's only right if we start with this ramen right here. It's a little bit spicy. Just a little bit spicy. Let's sink our teeth into this octopus right here. Crunchy, slimy, yet satisfying. Soft-boiled egg with a slimy surprise on top. It's a little bit spicier than I thought it was going to be, but when I tell you it's busting, it's goddamn busting.
Ron fam, what you see in front of you is a brown coconut. Now, there's supposed to be some water on the inside of this coconut right here, but I think we're gonna need some extra firepower to bust this thing open right here.
I don't think it's supposed to look like this thing on the inside of this thing right here.
Now, Ron fam, there's supposed to be some water on the inside of this thing right here, but I think this one done went bad. What you think? But fear not, Ron fam. Thank God BOK has a coconut flavored water right here.
ASMR. It tastes like coconut flavor. It definitely. ASMR. It tastes like a cereal version of Laughing Taffy. And definitely strawberry rhubarb BLK water.
Ron fam, buckle up. Part 5 of how the Ramen King makes his cup noodles over here.
Now, Ron fam, I know what you're thinking. Look at this beautiful spring roll thing. This thing look horrible right here. The question is, Ron fam, what does it taste like? Now, in today's video, we're going to be remaking my very first ramen video that I ever made on this account right here. But we're going to try it again to see if it actually was tasted good or was I capping over here. Now, Ron fam, I know what you're thinking. Look at this beautiful bowl of ramen right here. Let's dig in and see if it still tastes as good as it did the first time. That mayo was hitting. Now, Ron fam, it don't get much simpler than that.
Ron fam, these grapes cost me $40. These juicy little balls right here are called Muscat grapes. Muscat grapes' price is more compared to the other varieties because of its good side. Many people say that it's very delicious and has a mango-like taste, making it one of the most expensive grapes money can buy. But I know, Ron fam, what you're thinking. What exactly does this grape taste like, and is it worth $40 over here?
ASMR. It tastes like a grape. Mango, sweet, savory, but definitely.
My opinion is all good and well, Ron fam, but the question is, would you pay $40 for these grapes right here? Look at this beautiful creamy substance on that egg right there. Actually, I believe... Oh, I did smell it and I recorded it. You're nasty. Now, at this point, I should have just thrown it away, but I decided to cut it open to see what's on the inside. Now, I know, Ron fam. We all wondering the same exact thing right here. What does this rotten soft-boiled egg taste like? Ron fam, what you see in front of you is a rotten soft-boiled duck egg. Now, before you run to the comment section, I did not know it was rotten before I started to peel this thing right here. Shh. It was at this exact moment when I knew something was wrong with this egg right here. And not to mention, the whole time I'm peeling, it smells horrible. But I'm like, push through for the Ron fam over here. Now, Ron fam, I know what you're thinking. Ron fam, buckle up. Part 4 of how the Ramen King makes his cup noodles over here.
Would you look at this simple cup of curry cup noodles right here? Let's see what this thing tastes like. Quail support egg. The flavor profile is that of curry with a hint of lime, courtesy of Liquid Death severed lime right there. I love it more sriracha. Bam! You better believe this is busting. Fam, did you know Kellogg's makes instant noodles? My friend Peter went to South Africa.
And while I was there, I asked my mom to grab me some instant noodles. When I saw this, I knew I had to bring some of this back to America for Ivan because the Ramen King has to see everything that is within the ramen domain. I thought this was quite exciting. I'd never seen Kellogg's noodles before.
With this whole pack in mixy right here. It tastes like curry. It kind of tastes like the Maggi curry noodles that I had before. I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
It tastes like a whisper of Durban curry. The aftertaste is I'm gonna try this egg. Let's see if Ivan's cooking. It's so good, guys. It's not.
Don't eat.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Was you really doing the voice turnaround thing?
I wanted to feel like Ariana when she was sitting in that chair.
Oh my God. Just finish the video out by doing no. At the end of the day, it wasn't trash, but it was definitely. ASMR. What is ASMR? ASMR. Why are you stretching your arms?
You are.
ASMR. Now, you guys gave Peter a hard time for bringing me Kellogg's ramen and not bringing me some of this Maggi stuff right here. So let me see if this one tastes better than that Kellogg right there. Make sure you blow on it so it's not too hot. Right off the bat, the noodles definitely have a different taste and feel than that broth is hitting right there. We're gonna add some sriracha to the mix right here. Let's see what it tastes like with the sriracha added in right there. Oh, it goes without question. Mag and Derby curry is so much better than Kellogg.
Raw fam, Christmas came early for your boy over here. Someone sent me not just one, but 2. Hold up, wait, what's inside these black bags right here? Oh God, Raw fam, I'm going to jail. But all jokes aside, my mans over at Red Fern sent me some goodies in these bags right here. Look at these beautiful crystals looking things right here. Ooh, I missed one right here. What else did you send me over? Ooh, would you look at these? Wait, hold up, wait, say what now? What kind of pies are these things right here? Save those for later right there. Hey, Ron fam, some of you guys may not know, but my ears are stretched. Look at those cute little booty hole looking ears right there. That's the main reason why Red Fern reached out to me right there. They said them plugs you're wearing in your ears right now are trash. Let me give you something better. The good people over at Red Fern take stone, metal, and much, much more and turn it into beautiful pieces of art like these plugs right here. Thank you so much, Red Fern. You a real one.
What you doing? What you doing over here? Got you in the headlock of death right there. Oh, Robin! So, Cut of the Husk got a package from Healthy Spot. They love this boy over here. What? This is for you. Oh, wow, they sent you so many things. Okay, what else did it got? A bottle of champagne? Oh. Oh, this was adorable. And then this thing right here is called the Orby Tough Snoop.
So our good friends over at K9 Naturals sent Coda the Husky a package, so let's see what's inside of it. Ooh, look at all these goodies inside of this thing right here. Looks like inside the box we find 3 steps to create the perfect bowl for Coda the Husky over here, so let's go ahead and dig in. They provided us with some chicken feast right here. It's 90% chicken, which is a lot more than what McDonald's put in their chicken nuggets. They also provided us with some beef green tripe, which is freeze-dried stomach lining for those who didn't know what that thing is right there. Last but not least, they provided us with some oils that's supposed to help with the skin and coat health of your dog right there. I believe there's flaxseed oil, hoki, and borage oil. Don't judge me, I probably said that wrong right there. Now the main reason why I started feeding Coda tripe is because I want him to eat raw instead of this kibble right here, but we're still going to add a cup of his kibble into his dog food for now. I usually measure his food, but we're just going to dump some of this in here. It's totally okay if he eats a little extra today. Now I know what you're thinking. That looks so delicious right there. Lastly, top it off with some of this oil. Give it a little mixy. Let's go see if Coda likes this thing right here. don't know about you, but that sounds like success. Thank you so much, K9 Natural, from our hearts to yours. Good help is so hard to find, Ron Fam.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Fighting him.
We're eating ramen.
I just needed a little snack.
Raw fam, today we're going to be making some homemade dog treats for Coda the Husky using this tripe right here, which is stomach lining, if you didn't know what tripe was. And we're going to also be using this milk for dogs. I don't know what animal it's from, but it's milk for dogs over here. We're going to go ahead and pop these in the freezer and see what happens in a few hours.
All right, so it's been about 5 or 6 hours, so they're definitely frozen right now. Let's check and see what it's looking like inside of the fridge right here. Look at these beautiful looking things right there. All right, I don't know how I'm gonna do this and hold the microphone at the same time, but they're frozen. They're frozen solid, and we're gonna pop one of these things out, and it makes this beautiful looking thing right there. This is gross. Like this is milk and I'm holding it in my hand right there. But let's see if Coda likes these things right here. Can we say thank you, K9 Natural? What he said.
Raw fam, this cost me 100,000 subscribers. What do you think is inside of this box right here? Thank you so much, Raw fam. None of this would have been possible without you. But the real question is, would you pay 100,000 subscribers for this thing right here? Fam, buckle up. Part 2 of Ramen Bowl reviews over here. Let's dig in. Now, Ron Fam, the first thing I notice is these little nubs right here, so we're gonna give that a little spin. First thing you notice under the lid is these chopsticks right there. Oh, God. Don't eat this thing right here. Now, Ron Fam, so far this bowl checks a lot of my boxes, but how does it make ramen in the microwave over here? Can I get to that? Now, Ron Fam, some of you may be thinking that's way too much broth for me right there, but don't you fret, this bowl has a built-in strainer in this thing right here. Would you look at this beautiful bowl of microwave ramen right here? Now, while this may look really good, let's see if this bowl did the microwave thing with a thing right there. Let's start with these ghost pepper flavored ramen noodles right here. No reaction. They got a nice little bite to it. The microwave cooked them nice and evenly in this here bowl right here. Soft boiled egg. A hard boiled egg. Taste some of this broth right here. No reaction. I'm gonna give the ramen it made in this bowl an 8 out of 10. But Ron Fam, in regards to the bowl, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Only because it's not made out of ceramic. We gotta be hard and tough on these bowls right here. But I'm definitely eating the rest of this ramen right here. You're gonna want to let these sit in the sun for 5 to 10 minutes so they can harden all the way, but you can't tell me this don't look delicious. Raw fam, buckle up. Part 1 of Ramen Bowl reviews over here. They gave us a fork to start with, which is I wish it was chopsticks, but it's so good, whatever. We also got a ceramic lid right here, which says instant noodles on the top right there. So cool, so cool. And it looks like the last thing in the box is the bowl itself, which looks like a giant cup noodle. The bowl itself is really cool, but I give the packaging a 5 out of 10. I know what you're thinking, Raw fam. How exactly does this thing make your noodles over here?
Now, would you look at this beautiful cup of instant noodles right here? Let's dig in and see if this thing cooked the way it's supposed to cook over here. Start with some of these noodles right here. I guess the beauty of having a fork is you can scroll it up like this so you have less slurpage or whatever. The cup contraption right here cooked the noodles all the way through, but it has that nice little bite to it that I like just well. I gotta eat one of these soft-boiled eggs. Oh, God. All in all, Ron fam, I think I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna take away 2 points because they gave me a fork instead of some chopsticks, but that's just my personal preference. But all in all, Ron fam, this thing right here is best.
Ron fam, buckle up. Part 4 ramen bowl reviews over here. Now I know, Ron fam, this isn't exactly a bowl, but it claims you can cook all types of things in this goddamn thing right here, including ramen and some soft-boiled eggs. Ooh, would you look at here? It also comes with a fork and a goddamn spoon. Now for you college kids out there, it's designed to hold a perfect block of ramen. It has a droopy lip for you to pour out that extra liquid if you don't want that thing right there. It also has an integrated cord wrap for easy storage because we all know them dorms are tiny right there. Let's cut open this thing and see what's inside this box right here. And Ron fam, we can't forget the instructions. We got a front and a back, and we're gonna get these goddamn instructions out of here. Inside these cookers, you have 2 fill lines, one on this side and you have one on the other side right here. It's kind of self-explanatory that you put the water to the fill line, put the eggs on this side, and then put the block of the ramen on this side, and you got yourself, you don't need no goddamn instructions. Pop that lid on there, plug in this here cord right there, and we're gonna let this thing here cook for 7 minutes until them eggs are fully cooked right there. Get that cooking steam right there. Oh yeah, don't do this right here, that was dumb, don't do that. After about 7 minutes, Ron fam, we're gonna remove the power source and remove that lid. Be careful with that steam because it will hurt your eyes right there. Let me know down below if you think these eggs came out good or not right there. Grab these useful utensils right here. Give that ramen a little mixy. It looks like the ramen came out good, nice and well. Look at that beautiful lip draining that liquid right there. Put that seasoning in there, give it a little mixy, and the ramen for the most part is done. But let's see if these eggs are soft-boiled or trash. If you can't tell by my confusion, I don't think this first egg came out the way it was supposed to over here. But let's check that second egg out right there. Yeah, not too bad at all. Okay. Oh, glob indeed, Ron fam. That first egg exploded over here, but hopefully the second egg does a little bit better.
Now, would you look at this presto bento bowl of ramen right here? We're gonna start with these soft-boiled eggs right here. Now, they came out soft-boiled, but I feel like they should have been cooked just a little bit longer. But the only problem is that I couldn't have cooked them longer because the noodles would have been a little bit too runny and soggy and stuff like that. But don't let the look fool you. They definitely buzzing. Try some of this beef-flavored ramen right there. As you can imagine, the noodles have a nice little bite to them. They're not too soggy. They cook perfectly good. It comes with its own utensils, so you can do something with a spoon or something with a fork right there. It not only cooks soft-boiled eggs, but it can hard-boil some eggs and steam some veggies in that side plate right there. And you can cook all types of noodles and things over here, which we will be experimenting with in the near future right there. I ain't got no choice but to give this thing 10 out of 10. Ron fam, let me know down below what you want me to try making in this thing next, but I'm gonna finish eating this ramen right here.